Hi, this is Nikki. I thought I would show you my latest junk journal. I finished, or almost finished, my 49 to 50 year old journal. No, that don't make sense, does it? I mean, from my 49th birthday to my 50th birthday. So this one's from my 50th birthday onwards. And I use the same format that I do. I have a book that's got a spiral bound in, take it apart, and then cover it, get all my pages together and then put it all back together. I think this was might have been a travel journal actually. I got these blooms absolutely ages ago, and you know how you hoard stuff, so I've decided I'm not going to hoard stuff, I'm going to use it. And I really like this. It's pretty, it's soft, it's got little hearts on, and I just really liked it. And I left the net in to give it sort of a floaty feeling to it. I covered the book with Tilda paper, which I really like. It's always lovely quality paper and it never cracks and it's just beautiful. Put some lace at the side, and I've decorated it with some, I think they're Studio Calico numbers, which I've put on some rickrack, just a bit of lace trim here with some green trim behind. This was a cut out from the paper set, so I used that, and I just glossy accent over the bird, and I did the same with the roses here on this card. This here, Laurie, just a girl from the Bay, sent me a wooden letter N, so I added the rest to make Nikki. It's one of the Chinese pennies I got from my trip to Hong Kong. This ticket came from Laurie, just a girl from the Bay, as well as did the button. That was one of the tokens I bought while I was on holiday too, and some stamps, just a sticker. That's one of those promissory notes. And then at the bottom here, this was doilies from Laurie, and the bling was, and then I've just put some trim with it and made myself a little flower. It's quite nice. I've curled up the corners here just to give it so it's not all so flat, which I really like. And then inside, let me show you the back. The back I've done the same with the trim, and I've just put a couple of things here. It says handmade. This was a stamp off an envelope from America. I can't think who was. It was one of my pen pals sent it me. And this was just a sticker I liked with the birds on. And then inside, I've done the usual here where I've left it open to tuck things in. Book plates. This is a Cavallini one, which I really like. And then I've gone through with the usual things I put in my junk journal. I've cut out little bits that match the paper. This says have a nice day. Oh, and I've also used a lot of my 50th birthday cards too, because I thought it'd be nice through the year to still see them and use the backs of them for to put photos or to write on at things. So this is index card, used an N obviously for Nikki. Made myself a little vellum envelope here and just put a little journaling card in. This was like famous paintings, and then they've been adapted and made into little jokes. So this is like Mrs. Degas vacuums the floor, which I thought was quite funny. Picked August because that's when my birthday is, from a gardening journal type thing. This one's got all sorts of things in that I really like. As we all know, I like Disney, Winnie the Pooh, those type of things. So I used this was an envelope I bought whilst on holiday, and inside I've just got a little journaling card. I think they came from Tina in Finland. So hi Tina. Some nice music paper. Some Mickey Mouse paper that Laurie sent me again. This is one of my birthday cards. This is a map of where I live. It's actually, well, it's Hampshire. I live at the top here, near there, and this is sort of an old map of Hampshire. It's an old tag. I couldn't think what it was there. This was a friend did one of the cards where you can put, you know, put your friends' photos in. So she did this with me, all about my grommets, and a little picture of me when I was little. Journaling spot. I like little piglets, put them in. This was a pocket I made out of some old paper, so I just put some, these were journaling tickets I got ages ago, I think, and there's some different journaling cards in there, and that was a stamp off something I ordered from abroad. There was some washi tape. This was a lovely old postcard I really liked, a bit from an old diary. This was off an old calendar I had, and on the back I've made myself a little pocket and put just a couple of tags in there, just some bits of paper with a birthday card, an old ledger page, and I put a ticker on it. Maps. I like maps. I think they're very interesting. My Alice in Wonderland envelopes, and I've put again just a couple of journaling cards. Look at that one there with a little sheep on. Another birthday card, some paper, and I've used bits here off the paper to make myself little tabs on the corner. Mickey Mouse, my Alice in Wonderland, one of the pages from the book, and some washi tape I've got. And I also used some bits here off leftovers from other projects and things. I've cut off things, just some ordinary paper. Bingo card, and a page from Beatrix Potter. That's Benjamin Bunny. My son's called Benjamin, so we've always had a favourite for Benjamin Bunny. Birthday card, notelet, and on the back here I made myself a little pocket with another journaling spot in it. This is a British bird book, and I like reading about the birds. Some more journaling page. This was scrapbooking paper. I think it's American Crafts. This is a postcard I bought when I was in St. Petersburg. Love this painting by Salvador Dali. Seen it a couple of times. It's about, I don't know, about 8 foot tall. It's magnificent. Absolutely love that. Just some ordinary paper. I always put black paper in because I think it frames different pictures, makes things look nice. Next page, just a postcard, some scrapbook paper, an old frame. It was one of those naked ones, so I covered it in scrapbooking paper, which I then distressed. Same on the back. This is some folder from a Cabellini file folder, and I've just cut it up. This bag here was from Laurie again, and I made a tag, and I've made pull on the end, and that's part of one of my birthday cards. And then in the back here, I stuck this down to make just a little pocket to put a couple of little tags and things in there. Postcard here. These are the traditional drawings for Winnie the Pooh, which I also like. This piece of paper, I think I got in a giveaway off somebody, and I found this at it had fell out somebody's game at a car boot, and it's just ripped, and I just thought it was quite pretty, so I picked it up and used that. Some nice writing paper with all different animals on. This postcard came from Laurie too. You know, life's too short to drink cheap wine. Writing paper with some more washi tape on. Love going to New York, one of my favourite places. So I've got a postcard from New York. Another journaling card. I recently went to Mardi Gras night, and they were giving these away, so I included that in my journal, because that would be quite good. Didn't know whether to stick photos there, or not sure what I was going to do with it, but I just put it in. And this was about the Mardi Gras evening I went to. Bit of ledger page there, and I've just put a tab on it. This was an old invoice. This was a really old invoice. With the rest of the scrapbooking paper that I didn't use on the cover, I made myself a big pocket here and put some more tags in, and I just put here about love is a flower that blossoms in the heart, because that was growing next. And then on the back of there I've stuck another journaling spot. I think these were October afternoon, and behind that I just put a little tab, notes from today. Wallace and Gromit, we all know I love Wallace and Gromit. Made myself a little vellum envelope here, and put some little journaling spots in there. Some nice Winnie the Pooh writing paper, sorry, and it matches the envelope I got it earlier on. Another birthday card here, and I've put Pluto on the little tab. This was something I ordered before I went on holiday, so it came from China, and it was such a beautiful big envelope. Look, it had this on one side, and these were all the stamps on it, so I thought that was too nice to throw away, so I saved it. That's where my address was, so I've covered that up, opened up this end so I can put things inside, and then folded it over because the envelope was quite big, and made a tuck spot there. And there's also another spot there as well of the other side of the envelope. Just some writing paper, and a little quote about some bees. This here, I've given myself a get out of jail free, because you never know when you're going to need to get out of jail free. This was a birthday card that was from Thrifty Lou. Hi Lou. Some old coffee dyed paper, which I've made again into an envelope pocket type, and just put a journaling spot in. Card, and that's got a bit of a train ticket, an English train ticket on it, which I've made into a tab. More scrapbook paper, an old map from a journal. Love Dr. Seuss, Cat in the Hat, wonderful book. Another Mickey Mouse page, that's from Laurie. Old postcard, old bingo card that came from Laura in Canada. Some more paper, which I've just decorated with some of the Tilda paper. This was from that book again, and this is about the Mona Lisa having a bit of a shave. And on the back here, says Mrs. Warhol doesn't like cooking dinner. This was an old library book I got from a car boot for, I don't know, 10p or something. And I saved the front page. It was an ex-library book from Farnborough. And you just don't see library pockets like this anymore. It got the card in it. And if I pull this back here, it was actually first issued in October 1961. I mean, how wonderful is that? Before I was born, and so I put that in there because I just really liked it, and it's a sort of a blast from the past. And it was a bit brittle here, so I just added a bit of paper onto it. Nice piece of vellum, Snoopy. This was out of a baby journal, and so I've just put some washi tape on it, and on this side put one of those bird stickers. They're Cavallini stickers. And this was a big tag I had made by Anne. Thanks, Anne, one of my pen pals. So it's a postcard from Pinocchio. Laurie sent me that. A birthday card from some friends of ours in New Zealand. More page of scrapbook paper, and on the back I put a Winnie the Pooh envelope, and again with some journaling spots in there. Another piece of black card, and I just put a chipboard flower on there because I thought if you look there, it looks quite nice with the against that paper. Special occasions, journaling page. I just put some washi tape down it. This was I put some Hello Kitty memo spots, and that was one there I thought I'd put in. I made myself an envelope out of some old music paper, which I really like. And the last one is in the Tilda book was some an alphabet page, so I cut out all the letters to spell Nikki and just put them on the edge of the page there. Last birthday card, well, one of the last birthday cards I've used in this, and then just put a chipboard piece there. Another pocket at the back. And as I say, I think that's a really nice book. I'm going to fill it up like I did my previous one. I've nearly completed the previous one, so when it's full I will show you what I did with it. Please feel free to leave any comments, and I'll hope to speak to you all soon. Bye bye.